come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I put in 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But it's
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Tonight, 180.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You better get in the weight room, son.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Watch twist.
On the ground, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Shell.
54's Mike.
A shotgun snap for gone. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now Michel, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me.
14.
It's just me.
14.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Check. Fresno. Switch. Check 24.
All over you.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Back at his 48-yard line.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
76.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Go.
I got you.
Goff now looking to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
54, right there, right there.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Mike the 59.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Slam.
Value three. What's that?
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Out of the gun. Goff. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
59. Mike's
17.
Goff on first down. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Throwing again is Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. You. 54.
Hey, lift! Lift!
Watch 54.
Lift!
4.
Lift!
6, man.
Again, Goff. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Deion Kane with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go. 60 yards. Check nickel. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Now Murphy on 1st and 10. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
31.
Here's Murphy to throw again. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Good defense holds them to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
What we got?
Hey, Shell!
Switch.
Hey,
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Hey, look, 180. Super. Check right. Hey, exit.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch for flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch.
On 1st down, it's gone. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
SOS. 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 Motion. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Buzz.
You don't want it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, defense. Let's go. Chef. Check. Mike.
What's that?
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
I got you, boy.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey. Mike, check. 59.
To throw is gone. That one into the hands of Kane. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
12.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, zoom.
From the gun, here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the 1st down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Here we go. No. Check that. We're going to Mike 52.
Murphy now to throw from his end zone. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. To throw from his end zone, Murphy. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Right there.
54. 20.
54 Mike.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now Goff on 1st down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He completes it to Boyd. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tonight, white 20.
Mike's 59.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Check 99. Check 99.
Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Got his man complete, and all the way down to the 35. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
Murphy looking to throw on second down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Bunch set, bunch set. Orbit, moving. 82's moving.
To throw is Murphy, throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Gone. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Horrible. 54 is Mike. 54.
Hey, foxtrot.
54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Hey, watch that.
Here's Gone.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike, check, 59.
Smoke!
Let's go. Mike's 59.
To the air again, Gone. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Louis. 3 buzz. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Goff throwing again. He's going to air one out. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Deion Kane. as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Zoom. 31's the mic. Go. Go. 31's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 31's the mic.
Know your job.
Check.
Check 9.
Now Murphy going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Murphy. That's complete to his running back, Grant.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch QB drop.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Every now and then, you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let them have that opportunity.
Here's Murphy to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the Titans' 35-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackburn. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Get a roll. West.
Kill. Alert flare.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Hey, go. Switch gears.
Back to throw. Murphy. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Quit talking about it and bring it out. Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Ready up.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here we go.
Murphy now. Off play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On the ground, this is Michel. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's it.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now this throw caught left side. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check. Turbo, check.
On the ground is Michelle. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
20. Here we go. 76.
Let's go, baby.
Bravo.
Mike's 50.
Turbo, set.
On 2nd and 9, Goff throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Watch out.
5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. Back now in Nashville, as we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th.
Jaguars 3.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Match box.
Hey, watch edge.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Looking to throw. Murphy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Murphy throwing on 1st down. James has got it. Complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
25, check 25, check 25.
Punt, 64, weak.
On first down, Blackburn, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Here we go. 120.
58, the mic.
I'm trying to collect.
Check 43.
Super one. Pilot, 64, weak.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
180.
Check, 59. He's scared. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alert 3.
Merlin.
Tight dog. Outside coming.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to throw. Murphy. This is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. having just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're scared. Under 10. Here we go. 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Titans, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
On my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just want to gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch down, I gotta stun. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up.